Hello? Can anybody hear me? Oh, crap. Okay, so it's working. Hi, guys! This is really weird because I'm talking to myself, so it's kind of hard to know whether or not you guys can actually hear me. But we are following along on the hashtag UnravelMe. This is supposed to be one word, but I haven't written anything on a piece of paper in a while, so I forgot that it's supposed to all fit on one line. But, so no spaces, just UnravelMe, hashtag UnravelMe, one word. And if you have any questions while we're following along, you can talk to me on Twitter. I'm looking at it currently. Also, it pops up on my phone. But yeah, UnravelMe comes out tomorrow! Holy crap! I'm actually doing an event tonight in Huntington Beach, so the day before my book comes out, but there will be copies available. A lot of people have been asking me questions about that, about whether or not copies would be available tonight the day before the book releases, but they will. It's a like special, magical exception to the rule. So I'm going to answer your questions. We're going to talk for like half an hour. And you can follow Harper Teen, Pitch Dark Books, and Epic Reads online. They're going to be tweeting along and helping the conversation along. And mostly I'm here to talk to you guys today about a lot of the teasers and spoilers that have been revealed thus far because you guys haven't actually been able to read UnravelMe just yet. But I will also just take questions and answer them. And I'm going to take a look and see what you guys are tweeting, I guess. Also, someone pointed out that I was late. So thanks for keeping me on my toes, guys. Yay! So, waving hello. You guys can, again, follow along on UnravelMe. Hashtag UnravelMe. This is no good. Do I have playlists to write my books? No, actually, I can't listen to music while I'm writing. I can only listen to music like while I'm thinking about writing. And although I do listen to something called rainymood.com while I'm writing books, it just helps place me in a more depressing environment. That's also kind of soothing, considering I write dystopian novels. And I live in Southern California where it's like really happy and cheerful and the weather's perfect all the time. It's incredibly annoying. Okay, let's see. I love you guys too! This is in response to someone saying we love you. I love all you. Yeah, okay, so books on my shelf. This is an incredibly narcissistic bookshelf. I actually just needed a place to store a lot of author copies, and it you know, now it's really embarrassing whenever someone comes into my house and they see a big bookshelf when they walk in that's just full of my own books. It's really, I'm going to be sending these out, so they won't stay here forever. Team Warner or Team Adam? Yeah, I always tell people that I don't really play sports, so can't really answer that question. Though my mom likes to say she's Team Handsome. I want to meet you so hard. Why don't you come to Brazil? I've been to Brazil. I went to Brazil, and you weren't there, so maybe you should have been there. I'm just kidding. I'll come back, and then we'll meet each other. I love Brazil. Let's see. News about the movie. I have no news about the movie. Even if there were news about the movie, I don't think anybody would ever tell me. But for those of you who don't know, Shatter Me was optioned for film by 20th Century Fox. So that is all that I know. Who inspired Warner? Nobody. I think it'd be pretty sad if there were like an actual real life inspiration for such a complicated, messed up character. Though I'm sure there are lots of super complicated, messed up people in the world. I just haven't really met them yet. But I have always been inspired by complicated people and by the human being's capacity for evil and good. And I wanted to explore a personality that was sort of teetering on the edge of both. Epic Reads wants to know, who is my favorite villain from movies or TV? And that's a really great question. It's kind of sad that I'm not really sure what the answer to that is, because I'm not actually usually drawn to villains. And I don't really know. I guess I've always really wondered about Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter and, how he really felt being born into such a family and, you know, very complicated there. So I've always wondered about him and I hope he's doing okay. Let's see. Hey, who cares if she's late? I'm just happy she's here. I like that. Thank you. Woohoo. Sorry I'm late. How did you come up with your writing style? I love Juliet's voice. Thank you. That's really sweet. I actually didn't come up with the writing style. I'd written a bunch of books before I wrote Shatter Me, and they were all written in a very normal way. But when I wrote Shatter Me, it was kind of strange and unexpected. I was just sitting down at my desk one day, and I was struck by the image of a girl, and all I knew about her was that she was alone, totally isolated, terrified, and locked up for something she didn't intend to commit. So she was guilty, but her intentions were good. And her voice was so strong in my head that I just felt sort of compelled to try and write it down and capture it on paper. And I opened up a new Word document right then, and I started writing her story down. And it was the first time in my life that I was just kind of like, screw convention. I just want to write the way she feels in my head. I just wanted the prose to reflect the chaotic state of her mind. And it's become a sort of visual representation of what she's experiencing. The strike-throughs, the repetition, the over-the-top, writing style. She's sort of losing her mind. She counts things and says things to keep track of what's going on around her and to root herself in reality. And as she becomes a more stronger, stable individual, the writing also stabilizes and it develops a more like subtle eloquence, or elegance, I should say. And you'll see that for sure in the third book. You'll be able to tell a difference between the first and the third book because of where Juliet is in her character development. Okay, if Warner, Adam, and Kenji all wanted to go on a date with you, who would you choose? This is awkward. Kenji is totally inspired by my brothers. He is basically like the amalgamation of their personalities, and I think it would be really awkward for me to go on a date with someone who reminded me so much of my brothers. So I'm gonna have to just take Kenji out of the equation. And still feel super awkward about answering a question about imaginary characters, but I think I'd be more interested in Warner. I'd want to ask him more questions, so I guess I'd rather spend more time with him. Oh, by the way, Pitch Dark Books on Twitter is reminding you guys that you can ask lots of questions, follow along on the Unravel Me hashtag. I'll be answering them for about 30 minutes, and someone's going to win a copy of Unravel Me. So I didn't actually know that was happening. Woohoo! Let's see. Will Unravel Me have more focus on the dystopian aspect of the novel? You definitely learn a lot more about the world. There's a lot more world building. That's totally there. I know there's been so much emphasis on like chapter 62 and dirty, inappropriate things that happen, but there's also a lot of like good, solid dystopian world stuff and action and all of that. So it's not just like nonstop sexy times, I swear. Let's see. Is your imagination full of many different stories or focused only on your current work in progress? Lots and lots and lots of different stories going on in my head right now. And in fact, I'm like really anxious to start working on something new, and I have lots of ideas, lots of things that I would like to be working on. Do you think sad stories or books are easier to relate with? That's a good question. I'm not really sure. I think sometimes they're more interesting. I think it's unfortunate that a lot of people think that happy stories are, sort of simple and uninteresting because they're easy. They seem easy. There are no stakes involved. It's like everything's great. But I think that would be really wonderful. A lot of people would like to have an everything's great real life, but I guess it's not accurate. It's not an accurate depiction of real life, and so I think it's probably true that sad stories or books are easier to relate with because everyone experiences difficult things. Thank you! I love that you love my bookshelf. Ring Emily. Um, let's see. What's your favorite kind of tea from Epic Reads? Persian tea. It's black tea. Very good. Get it from my mom's house, I guess. It's, I just drink straight black tea. I don't put sugar in it unless I'm having a weak moment or something, but I just like it bitter. And I drink a lot of it, and it keeps me going. It's very highly caffeinated. Oh, and here it is right now. Tea. This is my mug. Go world peace. Oh, thank you. Here's some tea. It's like Persian tea. Let's see. How did you come up with your writing style? I just answered that question. Except for The Hunger Games, which is the dystopian book that you like the most. Which is the dystopian book that you like the most that was recently published? Recently published. God, that's really difficult to answer. I think they're all pretty amazing and inventive and bring something new to the whole world, so I'd say read all of them. I know that you've said from Harper Teen has retweeted something from Felicia. I know that you've said you've been working on book 3. How is that going? It is going! It is, it's going. It's good. It's really intense, and there's a lot of stuff, and it's really interesting, actually, to be working on it when Unravel Me is coming out, because obviously I know what happens, and I hope you guys are going to be okay with what happens, is all I'm saying, because stuff happens, and it's, I love you! Just remember that. Okay. Why are you so awesome? That's cute. You're awesome. Thank you for making Unravel Me come out on my birthday. Hey! Happy day before your birthday, NYC Forever X. You picked a great day to be born. Do we learn why Warner was looking up Juliet in the first place, what he was researching? This question is actually a reference to some things that are revealed in Destroy Me, so definitely read that if you get a chance before Unravel Me comes out or after Unravel Me comes out. It'll just help place a lot of information. The answer is yes. You absolutely learn everything, but you won't learn that until the 3rd book. All of that is revealed in the 3rd book. There have been so many tweets about Chapter 62. What was going on through your head when you wrote it? I was thinking I need a cold shower. It is kind of intense. Let's see. Are you going to make a pair of Unravel Me shoes? I'm not really sure how that would work. I guess the shoes would have to be falling apart. Will Kenji be getting any love in Unravel Me? Love from a woman? Probably not. But he'll be getting a lot of love from me. He's hilarious, and he likes to tell the truth, and he is great. I love him. It's like writing my brothers into a book. It's so easy, and it's so much fun, and he's really inappropriate and hilarious, and he gets a lot of love from me, and he becomes an incredibly important character in the series. Sorry, I'm just reading your tweets. It's very funny. How's your mom from Epic Reads? My mom's great. She's probably watching this right now. And she's probably like, stop saying so many inappropriate things. And you just said ass. And I would have been like, I didn't just say ass, but I just did. And now I said it twice. So sorry, Mom. You're probably watching this right now. Let's see. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Vanilla? I know, that's really embarrassing. I also really like butter pecan, and, no, really though, I really like vanilla ice cream. That's kind of embarrassing to admit. Let's see. Any plans on extending your Shatter Me shoes into a full Shatter Me fashion line? Yeah, sure, absolutely. Stay tuned. Except, no, probably not. Except that would be really fun. Let's see. Will you be writing any more novellas? Yes. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Possibly. Probably. Does Juliet become more of a badass in the third book? Sorry, Mom, I just said ass 4 times now. Yes. I love Juliet in the third book. She's awesome and scary as hell and great. I really love her. She really grows up, and I'm like, good job, Juliet. You finally got there. Do the bad guys get some abilities or powers in Unravel Me, or are they strictly Team Goody? Stay tuned! You'll learn more about that in the third book. Oh, wow, this is a good question. What would you do if there was no more coffee in the world? I would just give up on life. I think that seems like the appropriate solution. At what age did you start writing? What made you want to write a dystopian novel? I actually didn't start writing until after I graduated from college, so a couple of years ago. And I had never been a lifelong, I've always been a lifelong reader. I've never been the kind of person who ever thought, I never thought I could write a book, ever. It seemed incredibly difficult and just impossible. And it wasn't until I graduated from college and I started reading for fun again that I discovered young adult fiction all over again. And I just went nuts and I started reading like crazy. I read like 100 books in a month and I was just like, this is the best ever! And I just want to live here for the rest of my life. And so, for no apparent reason, I decided I could try to write a book. And I did! And it was really bad. And then I wrote another one and that one was really bad. And then I wrote another 3 and they were pretty bad. And then I wrote Shatter Me and we'll see what happens. I'm having trouble wrapping my mind around liking Warner because of the way he perceives Juliet. He doesn't like her, he wants her. Oh, that's not a question. But I do like your opinion. And I would like to see how that develops as you read. I just read something funny that one of you said. That is very flattering, and thank you. But I cannot give you my face. It is physically impossible. Will we get to see more sexy times with Juliet and Warner in book 3? I can't tell you! Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Possibly. I can't tell you, but the answer is yes. Oops. Can I meet you and your mom and give you both a hug and then we can go out for coffee? Yes. Absolutely. My mom would really like that. Let me see. Wow, there are a lot of questions and I'm being really slow about this. Woohoo, sexy times. I like that. Does chapter 62 make you blush? You know, it didn't while I was writing it, but then the Epic Reads girls read it like online for one of their tea time afternoons, which you should totally follow along when they do tea time because they're amazing and hilarious. But they were like reading it out loud for everyone, and I definitely blushed. And I like looked around like I was about to be arrested or something. And it was like, whoa, this is how I make other people feel. It's pretty uncomfortable. Which character from another book series would be the perfect date for Juliet? Good question. I don't actually know. Someone who wouldn't die if she touched them, probably. So I guess that kind of narrows the pool down a lot. So I don't know, I guess we're back to Adam and Warner. Probably nobody. Can you describe each one of all of your books with a word, including the last one? Shatter Me. Bananas. Unravel Me. Sexy. Untitled third book. Things happen. That's 2 words. Let's see. What are you reading now? I am reading my own book. I'm reading the 3rd book in the Shatter Me series because I am editing it and working on that. And I think if I told you guys that I was reading anything else, my editor would kill me. What made you choose YA? YA is the best place to be ever. I love young adult fiction. The readers are smart and the writing is sharp and fresh and new and interesting and powerful, and I don't know. I think books are amazing at any age, but they're especially awesome and important when you're a young reader. So I love them. Is Unravel Me finished with a cliffhanger? A cliffhanger is when you say something like, and then she opened the door, and then the book ends. Like, that's so, and I've heard some people describe Unravel Me as ending on a cliffhanger, but that's not true. It doesn't actually end on a cliffhanger, but it ends on a, holy crap, what's gonna happen kind of thing. So, but it doesn't end in the middle of like a thought or a scene or anything like that. You get resolution for the 2nd book. It's a full and complete beginning, middle, end 2nd book that just sets things up for the 3rd pretty well, I hope. I'm reading your tweets right now. Let's see. How long is a typical writing session for you? It depends on what I'm doing. My traditional method of writing has always been to lock myself up in a room for a long time and just drink a lot of tea and not answer any, like no phone calls, no contact with the outside world, and I just write. I wake up in the morning, I write all day. I go to sleep, I wake up, I write all day, I go to sleep, I wake up, I write all day, I go to sleep. And so sometimes it's like 8 to 12 hours of like nonstop, uninterrupted writing time. But that's not, that's like when I'm doing some serious drafting or serious editing and I'm like really just so in the story. But it just depends, some days you sit in your chair for 12 hours and you get 300 words down. It's totally, there's no science to it, at least not for me. Who is your favorite character to write? This is a tie between Kenji and Warner. Kenji, as I've mentioned before, he's super fun and easy to write because I feel like I know him. I feel like he lives in my life currently. Me and my brothers are super close, and I think I'm a lot like Kenji too, in that like I'm sort of like my brothers. Like when we talk to each other, we sort of like, it's like a bunch of Kenjis having conversations, and it's really, really fun to write him because it's just so familiar and really comfortable and funny. And like there's so many lines in Unravel Me and in Shatter Me that have come directly from the mouths of my brothers. In Unravel Me, if you've read the excerpts that have been released so far, there's a scene where Juliet and Kenji meet up for the first time, and Juliet tells Kenji to lower his voice, and he says no. And she says, why not? And he says, because if I lower my voice, then I won't be able to hear myself speak, and that's my favorite part. And that's actually, my brother said that to me, like several months ago. And I thought it was so funny that I was like, wait, I have to write this down. And then I just put it in the book. And so I get my inspiration for Kenji from my life, from my brothers. And so that's super fun. But Warner is also really, really interesting because he doesn't care. He doesn't apologize. He does whatever he wants. And yet he's extremely complicated and has a lot of secrets that you as readers don't yet know, but I as the writer do, and so it makes it extremely interesting to sort of withhold information, but still build his character. Let's see. I'm reading your tweets. How long did it take you to write the first draft of Unravel Me? The very first draft took about a month and a half. And then I gave it to my editor, and she was like, oh, that's cute that you thought you wrote a book. You can try again now. And so I edited Unravel Me kind of a lot. And I love my editor. She's brilliant, and she's always right. So that was really fun. What would happen if Juliet and Rogue from X-Men high-fived? The world would explode. I don't know. That would be awesome. I'd like to be there. And let's see. You should take a pic of your mom to show to us. Yeah, I'm not sure how my mom would feel about that. Imagine me, but as a mom. I guess she kind of looks like me. Okay, I think we're like ready to wrap up now. Epic Reads is sort of... Thank you guys so much for all of your questions. This was really fun. Well, actually, I don't know, you guys. Have to give me the... It's really weird to be talking to myself, guys. I'm not really sure. Did you want to do the thing?
If you want to. You want to talk about the spoilers?
Okay, really quickly, before we go. How many of you guys have seen the spoilers for Unravel Me? Actually, so I'm not going to leave just yet, but really quickly, I want to know if you guys have been watching the spoiler videos for Unravel Me. Have any of you guys seen them? Anybody? Wow. Sorry, I'm reading your questions. Awesome. Great. Okay. Thank you. That came in pretty quickly. I'm so glad you've seen the spoilers. Or some of you have not, but most of you have. So really interesting story about that. Ransom Riggs, who you might know, is the author of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and he's also a very good friend of mine, and he directed and filmed and, in fact, sort of came up with the concept for a lot of those videos. And there's one spoiler video where I am pretending to play guitar, because I don't actually play guitar, and I sing you a song, and it's called Adam Has the Power, and that's the entire song. And so Ransom is going to actually play the song for you. Would you like that? Do you want to meet Ransom Riggs and have him play guitar for you? Would that work for you? He's standing right next to me. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait.
Are they saying stuff?
Okay. Okay, hold on. Ransom's right here.
You have to sing it.
No, I'm not going to sing it.
Wait, where are you going? You have to be in the frame too. Come here. Okay. Hi. Okay, so this is the song. Come here.
I don't sing. He sings.
But you did in the video.
Anyway, I did in the video.
So it goes like this.
I'm not singing.
Adam. Let's try that again. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Adam has the power.
I don't actually sing.
All right, thank you.
You should actually sing the whole song.
That was the whole song.
That was the whole song, I know. But you can just sing it over and over and over again.
Well, there's 12 verses. They're just all that.
Yeah, there are 12 verses, but it's just lots of Adam Has the Power. Anyway, thanks, Ransom! Yay!
You're welcome.
Yay, Ransom was a good sport. So, that is, yeah. I asked him if he would be willing to, actually no, it was kind of his idea. And then he said that he would be willing to take a hit for the team, for me and for this live chat with you guys. So, You should be a songwriter. Definitely I should. Thanks, Fantasies Inc. I clearly have the talent.
It's not nice to make fun of people.
Anyway, I guess I can take a couple more questions, and then I think we're gonna wrap it up. I'm not sure. Actually, it's up to Epic Reads and Harper Teen. I'm not sure what you guys would like to do, but definitely I've learned from this chat today that I should be a songwriter, and that maybe I should learn how to play more than just, what was it, E minor?
That's an E minor.
The one chord that I played for Adam Has the Power. What about the spoiler when Warner and Juliet get it on? Yeah, that's a spoiler. It's also accurate. I know a lot of people have been wondering whether or not that is like a dream, or like, do they get it on like they punch each other in the face, or like, what do I mean by get it on? And I think you just have to read the book to find out. Because it's... stuff happens! Okay. Adam has the power. Basically, you guys are awesome. I'm just reading through your tweets, and most of them are just like really nice, very kind comments. So, thank you. This has been really fun. I wasn't actually sure how this would turn out because, again, I'm talking to myself, and it's a little strange. But you guys are awesome and super fun, and I hope I get to see you on tour. I'm going to be in Huntington Beach tonight, 7 p.m. with Veronica Rossi, Brody Ashton, and Cynthia Hand, who are some of the loveliest ladies ever. And we're going to be heading to Atlanta tomorrow, and then we're going to be in North Carolina the day after that, and then we're going to finish it up in Massachusetts. And I hope you guys can come. And then actually next week, or on the 21st of February, Ransom and I are going to be doing a signing in Salt Lake City. And then after that, Manila. Woohoo! So I hope I get to see you guys. That would be really great. And last question. Can I marry Warner if Juliet doesn't? Sure you can. I think that would be perfectly acceptable. And you'll have to let me know how that works out, being married to Warner. And yeah, but thanks so much, guys. I think we're just going to wrap it up now. And if you want to read the first 105 pages of Unravel Me, they're online on the Harper Teen site. You can browse inside. The book's coming out tomorrow, but you can still read there's like a whole 105 pages available online now. So if you want to start reading, you can do that. And I will see you guys on the internet. The best place on earth. Slightly better than Disneyland. So, bye guys! I'll see you later. And hopefully tonight, and tomorrow night, and the night after that, and the night after that, and then on the internet. Bye bye! Ransom says bye. Say bye, Ransom.
Bye!
Bye!